Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Gordon, Nebraska for high school girls volleyball as the Gordon-Rushville Mustangs get set to host the Alliance Bulldogs in girls varsity basketball action here this evening. We are just over 18 minutes away from the opening tip of this evening's game. This will be a girls-only evening here. No boys action scheduled for tonight. The boys teams will match up a week from tonight. So glad to have you with us here as we get ready for girls varsity action in just a little under 18 minutes here from Gordon. Glad to have you along this evening on Sheridan County Journal-Star.net coverage of Mustang basketball 2015. Hi, I'm Clint Anderson, and I hope you enjoyed today's game. Wherever we're broadcasting from, you can bet that I got there in a Ford vehicle from Sides & Milburn Ford in Rushville. I've been a Sides & Milburn customer for over 20 years, and I can't imagine going anywhere else to buy or trade vehicles. I may be able to find a cheaper vehicle somewhere else, but the hometown service I get at Sides & Milburn Ford is worth way more than a trip to Rapid City or Denver. I hope you enjoyed today's game. And when you're ready to trade vehicles, stop in and see the good folks at Sides & Milburn Ford in Rushville.
New Holland has equipped farmers with the right technology for over a century and continues to provide smart innovations like our exclusive corn rower attachment for our CR Series Combine. We make certain you have all the tools to grow your bottom line while improving efficiency and productivity, allowing you to work smarter in order to spend more time with the ones you love. That's New Holland Smart. Visit your local New Holland dealer today.
Kim Marlatt and Brian Felker at Physical Therapy West in Gordon have over 30 years of combined experience in providing physical therapy and sports medicine services. Contact PT West for care following injury, sprains, fractures, or treatment of joint, muscle, and back pain. PT West provides individualized rehabilitation following joint replacement, surgery, or stroke. Don't suffer, don't live with pain, and get back to the activities you enjoy. Call PT West at 308-282-0203 or stop by with questions at 100 South Main in Gordon.
We are back in Gordon, Nebraska for the Alliance versus Gordon-Rushville basketball. I think I may have said volleyball earlier. Basketball action between Alliance and Gordon-Rushville here this evening. 15 minutes and 30 seconds to the opening tip of this evening's game. Say thank you to today's sponsors: Essence, the First National Bank of Gordon, Share Real Estate, Strong Insurance, Gordon True Value, State Farm Insurance, and Grocery Mart in Gordon. We'll step aside, see if we can't come up with some starting lineups, and be back with some more pregame activities after this on Sheridan County Journal-Star.net coverage of Mustang basketball 2015. Just about 11 minutes left until the opening tip of today's basketball action between the Alliance Bulldogs and the Gordon-Rushville Mustangs. Let's take a quick look at the starting lineups for these two programs. First, for the visiting Alliance Bulldogs, starters for them this evening, number 0, Mackenzie Brennan. She is a 5'8" senior. Number 4 is Hannah Swanson, a 5'7" senior. Number 11 is Emily Jensen, a 5'7" senior, committed to play college volleyball at Iowa Central Community College in Fort Dodge, Iowa. Number 30 is Alyssa Palmer. She is a 6' junior. And number 33, Kennedy Siza, a 6'1" senior, and she also is committed to play college volleyball, only she'll be heading to Western Nebraska Community College in Scotts Bluff. Now the starters for the Gordon-Rushville Mustangs, pretty similar lineup to what we're used to seeing. They'll send out to the floor tonight number 11, Haley Saar. She is a 5'7" senior. She averages 9 points and 2 assists per game. Number 12 is Denny Jacobson. She is a 5'9" senior, averaging 3 points and 7 rebounds per game. Number 13 is Josie Perez, a 5'7" sophomore. She leads the team in scoring with 16 points and 7 rebounds per game. She also contributes 3 steals per game as well. Number 21, Ashton Sassy, is a 5'8" junior. She chips in 7 points per game and 2.8 assists per game. And finally, number 22, Carly Hinn, the 5'11" sophomore, averages 6 points and 7 rebounds per game. 9 minutes and 20 seconds left in the pregame festivities here from Gordon as the Mustangs get ready to take on the Alliance Bulldogs here this evening. Mustangs come into this game 6-4 is their record, though they are 6-1 over their last 7 games. So after a rough 3-game stretch against some tough competition to open the season, they've gone 6-1. Their only loss over that stretch championship game of the tournament. To you along with us, let's say thanks to some of our fine sponsors. Essence provides beautiful fresh-cut flower arrangements for any occasion. They have a great selection of fine wines and gift items, including Kringle candles. Essence, 117 North Main Street in Gordon. The First National Bank of Gordon proudly celebrates 125 years of locally made decisions and supporting our community. Stop in at 134 North Main Street in Gordon or call them at 282-0050. Whether you're looking to buy or sell, look no further than Barb Scher of Scher Real Estate. Call Barb today at 282-1516 or stop by 300 South Main Street in Gordon. Family owned since 1932, Strong Insurance is your independent insurance company offering all forms of insurance. Stop in today at 224 North Main Street in Gordon. And the good folks at Gordon True Value can get you fixed up with just about anything you might need. Whether you need to winterize it or defrost it, Buck and his crew can get you fixed up. Stop in at True Value in downtown Gordon. Agent Bob Alcorn of State Farm Insurance is proud to support the Mustangs. State Farm specializes in farm and ranch insurance. Be sure to ask them about impact-resistant shingles. Stop in at 127 North Main Street in Gordon or call 282-2080. And Grocery Mart in Gordon is proud to support the Gordon-Rushville Mustangs. Stop in at 228 North Main Street for all of your grocery needs. Also say thanks to our video sponsors this evening, Sides and Milburn Ford of Rushville, Physical Therapy West, and Modern Farm Equipment. 6 minutes and 40 seconds left to the opening tip. Thanks for joining us here from Gordon for girls varsity basketball action between the Alliance Bulldogs and the Gordon-Rushville Lady Mustangs.
This is my 2012 Ford Focus from Sides and Milburn Ford in Rushville. I bought this car for short trips around the area and thought that I was getting an inexpensive disposable car. What I got was a roomy, comfortable, well-built car that gets outstanding fuel economy. It's great for going to Lincoln for a Husker game. I consistently get above 35 miles per gallon, and it comes in a package that is surprisingly comfy and fun to drive. You can test drive a Ford Focus at your Sheridan County Ford dealer. Sides and Milburn Ford in Rushville.
When it comes to your land, it pays to be smart. At New Holland, smart means giving you a wide range of options to fit your needs, like smooth cutting, plug-free conditioning, and versatility. Smart means putting more hay in the bale and leaving less in the field. It also means providing exceptional after-sales support and growing a legacy that goes far beyond equipment. That's New Holland Smart. Visit your local New Holland dealer today.
Kim Marlatt and Brian Felker at Physical Therapy West in Gordon have over 30 years of combined experience in providing physical therapy and sports. And Brian Felker at Physical Therapy West in Gordon have over 30 years of combined experience in providing physical therapy and sports medicine services. Contact PT West for care following injury, sprains, fractures, or treatment of joint, muscle, and back pain. PT West provides individualized rehabilitation following joint replacement, surgery, or stroke. Don't suffer, don't live with pain, and get back to the activities you enjoy. Call PT West at 308-282-0203 or stop by with questions at 100 South Main in Gordon.
Well, it's always good to be back in the friendly confines of the gym here in Gordon, as we're always treated to some fabulous band music. Nothing better than a live high school band to set the mood for a high school basketball game, and George Meng does a great job with the kids here at Gordon-Rushville. And we're fortunate enough to sit right beside them, and we get the full effect of all of their exuberance, particularly the young folks banging on the drums there, and glad to have them providing some atmosphere here for us this evening. 3.5 minutes to the opening tip, and very glad to have you along with us this evening. We will be in action again on Friday night for the Battle of Sheridan County as the Gordon-Rushville Mustangs travel to Hay Springs, where they'll face off against the Hay Springs Hawks. And I don't have a tip-off time right in front of me for that, but JV action probably going to start sometime around 5:30. Let's see if we can get it pulled up here and find that out for sure. It says that JV action starts at 4 o'clock and probably will play just 2 quarters of both boys and girls JV. And so I would expect that we would be on to varsity basketball action at roughly 6 o'clock. Make sure to tune in just a little bit ahead of that so you don't miss any of the action as the Mustangs travel to Hay Springs to take on the Hay Springs Hawks. That's this Friday afternoon. Didn't have the audio live for you there as a very good rendition of the Star Spangled Banner by the Gordon-Rushville Band. We're trying to get things organized here for our broadcast here this evening.
Now for our Lady Mustang, number 11, a senior 5'7" Haley Starr. Number 12, senior 5'9" Haley Jacobson. Number 13, sophomore 5'7" Josie Perez. Number 21, junior 5'7" Haley Sally. And number 22, a sophomore 5'11" Carly Ann. The Mustangs are turning over Anderson basketball.
So let's run through those starting lineups one more time. For the Alliance Bulldogs, starters this evening, number 0, Mackenzie Brennan. Number 4 is Hannah Swanson. Number 11, Emily Jensen. Number 30 is Alyssa Palmer. And number 33 is Kennedy Siza. For the Mustangs, number 11, Haley Saar. Number 12, Denny Jacobson. Number 13, Josie Perez. Number 21 is Ashton Sassy. And number 22, Carly Hinn. I'm glad to have Gracie Perez back behind the camera again this evening, doing a great job providing some super images for you there at home. Glad to have you along with us. Siza wins the tip against Carly Hinn, and we are underway from Gordon. They try to go inside and taken away by the Mustangs right off the bat. Quick turnover by the Mustangs, and quickly Ashton Sassy up the floor, drives to the free throw line, spin move, and they're going to say she double dribbled at that time, tried to spin and get a shot up, and couldn't quite pull it off. Now the Mustangs going to apply some full court pressure. We haven't seen a lot of this from them here this season. They get it ahead. That's Jensen. She finds Palmer underneath the basket at the far end. Her shot is up and good. Alyssa Palmer starts the scoring off, and Alliance in the lead, 2-0 with 7:30 to go. And now Alliance, Mackenzie Brennan picks up the loose ball, but she throws it away, trying to get it to Emily Jensen, and throws it away, but it's been tipped. It is going over to the Mustangs, but now Alliance going to apply some full court pressure as well. So both teams wanting to pressure the basketball the full length of the floor, as now Josie Perez brings it up for the Mustangs. Left side, now they work it inside for Haley Saar. Her shot is blocked out of bounds off of Alliance. It'll be Mustang basketball under their own basket. Haley Saar will inbound it with 7:15 to go and a 2-0 Alliance lead. Saar gets it in, tries to find Carly Hinn. She can't handle the inbounds pass. It's out of bounds. And Alliance basketball. Hannah Swanson now to inbound it. Swanson gets it in to Brennan. Now back to Swanson. There's a steal by Denny Jacobson, picked up by Ashton Sassy. And the Mustangs back in business. They try to go quickly down to Jacobson on the block, but it's tipped away. And it'll stay with the Mustangs. 7:04 to go, first quarter. Alliance with the 2-0 lead. Carly Hinn takes the inbounds pass in the corner. Hinn puts it on the floor, dribbles it apparently off of her own foot, out of bounds, and they'll turn it over to Alliance. Brennan takes the pass. Now she skips it ahead for Jensen. Jensen brings it across the timeline. Now she'll pull it back. Pull-up jumper just inside the arc. That one won't go. Tipped out of bounds. Stays with Alliance. Jensen to inbound it. Jensen looks, goes over the top to Mackenzie Brennan. They find Jensen in the corner. Her shot no good, but there's Siza with the rebound and the putback, and Kennedy Siza makes it 4-0 with 6:35 to go. Alliance with the early lead here in the first quarter. I realize we haven't updated the scoreboard yet to reflect that we are in the first quarter, but we certainly are no longer in the pregame. We'll get that taken care of at the first break. Perez puts up the shot. That's in and out. No good. Rebound Brennan, and the Alliance wants to run. Brennan, the full length of the floor, and she's going to get called for the double dribble as she was being harried from behind. and they get the double-double call and the turnover for the Mustangs. 6:13 to go now, and a 4-0 Alliance Bulldog lead. Perez brings it across. She works against Swanson, gets it in the corner to Saar, now back. Now they work it inside, and now kicks it back out. Now back inside for Carly Hinn. Off glass and good. Carly Hinn gets the Mustangs on the board. It's 4-2 with 5:50 to go in the first quarter. Quickly ahead to Jensen, now back to Brennan. Top of the key, they try to work it down low for Brennan, but that's taken away by Jacobson. Quickly ahead to Haley Saar. 2-on-2, Haley all the way in. Off the glass, that one's short, no good. Rebounded by Haley Saar. Jacobson kicks it out to Carly Hinn, puts it on the floor, drives baseline up. That one's no good. Rebound by Kennedy Siza with 5:30 to go first quarter. Brennan brings it up the floor. On the wing, skips it across. That is Swanson. Swanson on the wing, goes inside for Siza, and that's a big mismatch as Siza is working against Josie Perez that time. And the 6'1 Siza, certainly with the height advantage that time, makes it 6-2 as we approach the 5-minute mark in the first quarter. Ashton Sassy leaves it for Josie Perez to Sassy in the corner for three. That one's no good, and the rebound pulled down by Swanson. Swanson's got Jensen ahead. Now they'll cut her off and going to have a foul on Haley Saar as she tried to cut off Hannah Swanson as she was driving towards the basket. That will be the first foul of the game, and it does go against Haley Saar. So 6-2, Alliance with the lead with 4:51 to go here in the first quarter. They'll get it into Brennan. Now new face in the game with the shot, knocking that one down for two is number 24. That is Madison Reiber with the shot that time and makes it an 8-2 game with 4:40 to go first quarter. Perez drives into the free throw line. Pull-up jumper had to have been partly deflected. She missed everything, and they'll one referee, and they get it right. They'll give it to the Mustangs. Out of bounds under the basket. They get it into Perez all by herself on the wing. Gets that one to roll around, gets the friendly roll. And Josie Perez on the board makes it 8-4 with 4:25 to go first quarter. Mustangs down by 4. Brennan across the timeline. Mustangs in a zone defense now. Jensen inside for who that is, Abby Luger now in the game. Luger giving somebody a breast, and there's a takeaway by the Mustangs. Haley Saar quickly up the floor, 3-on-2. Saar going to kick it back out, finds Josie Perez trailing. Three-pointer is good. Josie Perez knocks down the three ball, makes it 8-7. Mustangs have cut it back to within one. 4-minute quarter. Tipped and taken away, and Kenna Campbell into the game now for the Mustangs. Kenna Campbell ahead, tried to get it to Haley Saar, tried to thread the needle, and Saar couldn't quite handle it out of bounds. It'll be Alliance basketball with 3:41 to go in the first quarter. Alliance leads this one 8-7. Kinsey Brennan brings it across, tries to go down inside to Luger. That's taken away by Jacobson. She thought she had Kenna Campbell streaking down the court. Kenna didn't get the memo, but it's out of bounds off of Mackenzie Brennan, and the Mustangs will get this one back with 3:30 to go. They trail it 8-7 here in the first quarter. Shania Friesman now into the game for the Mustangs. Has Perez and Hinn both head to the bench for a breather. Kenna Campbell on the wing, gets it to Sassy at the top of the key, swings it around to Haley Saar. Zone defense now. Now it's more like a man-to-man. Now they find Sassy out on the wing. She works against Brennan. Goes inside for Shania Friesman. She kicks it out for Jacobson. Up right back. Friesman. Friesman's fouled. She'll head to the free throw line for 2 shots. They're going to give that foul to Ford, who is into the game now. And so Shania Friesman with 2 free throws here with 2:52 to go. First free throw is off, no good. Now into the game comes Michaela Davidson. She'll take the place of Brennan for the Bulldogs. So second free throw for Friesman is on the way, and that one is good. And we are tied up at 8 with 2:52 to go. So Davidson brings it across the timeline. Leaves it up top. That is Reiber. Reiber back to Davidson. Davidson in the corner. Looks, works against Sassy. Now she gets it out to Reiber. Reiber. Now she's hung up. And we're going to get a reach-in foul against Ashton Sassy. Now that will be Ashton's first, second team foul on the Mustangs. 2:33 to go, and we are tied at 8. They get it in. This is Maggie Otto into the game. And there's a 3-ball from Reiber. Check that. She must have been inside the line. We'll give that one 2 points for Madison Reiber. That's 4 on the game for her. Kenna Campbell in the corner. Now back up to Kenna. Swing it across to Haley Saar. Haley Saar working against Otto. Leaves it up top for Ashton Sassy. Gets the pick. Pull-up jumper from the elbow. That one's short, no good. And pulled down by Davidson. Davidson brings it across. Gets it to Reiber. Reiber on the left wing. Back up top for Davidson. Head fake. Drives in. And she's going to be tied up by Haley Saar. Possession arrow in favor of the Mustangs. So the Mustangs get the turnover. 1:49 to go first quarter. And it's a 10-8 Alliance lead as Hinn and Perez back into the game. Saar and Friesman head to the bench. So some quality minutes from Shania Friesman here early going as the Mustangs are without Keely Campbell as she's got a knee problem. Not sure if she's going to be back this season or not. So the Mustangs getting a little short-handed here on the inside. They'll get it up top for Carly Hinn. She finds Perez. Try to go inside for Kenna Campbell. She's fouled on the shot, and she'll head to the free throw line for 2 free throws. Trying to see who they're going to give this to. Madison Reiber, and that is her first. So Kenna Campbell gets her first free throws of the game. First one is no good. Kenna Campbell, kind of the Swiss Army knife of this outfit. She scores 6 points a game, pulls down 4 rebounds. She has 2 assists and 3 steals per game. So she does a little bit of everything. And the second free throw is good. It's back to a 1-point game at 10-9 with 1:20 to go in the first quarter. Davidson brings it across. Now she gets it down low, and we've got a kick ball. And the Bulldogs will have it out of bounds. So Maggie Otto to inbound it here for the Bulldogs. Otto gets it into Reiber. Reiber switches hands, drives in, leaves it off no good. But there is Davidson with the rebound and the putback. That won't go. Reiber with the rebound, and she will put that one home. Reiber with 6 on the evening, and they now lead it 12-9. Where Upson gets it inside for Hinn, but the organization is 48 seconds left to go first quarter. Quickly ahead to Davidson. She tries to go inside. That's tipped around, out of bounds, off of Carly Hinn. It'll stay with the Bulldogs with 41 seconds left to go first quarter. Maggie Otto to inbound it. Otto over the top. Jenny Jacobson thought about the 3, puts it on the floor. Now she finds Carlin's left quarter. Carly Hinn knocks the first one down. She's got 3 on the evening. Second free throw for Hinn is on the way. That one's short, no good. And the rebound comes out to Hinn. Mustangs back in business. They trail it by 2, 12-10. He flips it out. 13. Has that one taken away by Davidson. Under 5 to go. Davidson all the way in. Shot way too hard, but there's Madison Reiber on the rebound. She is fouled as the quarter ends. And Reiber will have 2 free throws. They haven't put up on the scoreboard who they gave that foul to yet, but Madison Reiber at the free throw line. First one is no good. They give that foul to Ashton Sassy, and that is her second. 12-10 score here at the end of the quarter. Make that 13-10 as Madison Reiber makes the second free throw. So at the end of one, and the Alliance Bulldogs 13 here on Sheridan County Journal-Star.net coverage of Mustang basketball 2015. Sides for Sheridan County. Why are you doing that? Sides in Milburn Ford in Rushville is your Sheridan County Ford dealer. They have an excellent service department that works on all makes and models. So why would you drive hours to buy a car from someone you will never see again when you can do business locally with a dealer who will stand behind their product and has the service department to back it up? Sides right vehicle can provide. Stop in at Sides in Milburn Ford in Rushville. They're the people you can trust. As we do a little housekeeping here and get our camera leveled back up again and looking right, we are ready to get the second quarter underway, and Alliance leads this one 13-10. They try to go inside. That is Abby Luger. Her shot up, no good. Rebound cleared by Carly Hinn. Ahead to Josie Perez, and up the floor come the Mustangs. Perez, now she'll work to the top of the key. Left side for Sassy. Skips it across, Carly Hinn up top. And now Haley Saar, guarded by Jensen. Saar swings it across for Jacobson. Luger giving her plenty of room up at the top of the key. Now Ashton Sassy. Sassy across to Carly Hinn. Now to Haley Saar, guarded closely by Jensen. Saar puts it on the floor, drives into the lane, pull-up jumper is good. Haley Saar pulls the Mustangs back within one, 13-12 with 7:05 to go, second quarter. They work it inside for Abby Luger. Her shot up and good. Abby Luger, the 6'2" senior, over top of everybody and knocks that one down, makes it 15-12, 6:50 to go now. They'll get it to Saar up top. Saar drives in all the way into the paint, has her shot blocked by Luger. Good block that time by Abby Luger. Now Ashton Sassy with the steal on the long pass. Sassy keeps the dribble. She drives all the way in. Pull-up jumper in the lane. Off glass and good. Count the basket. Ashton Sassy with a great aggressive move to the hoop. She gets the basket to fall and draws the foul. And she'll have a free throw and a chance at the three-point play. That is the first foul on Emily Jensen as Luger comes out and Alyssa Palmer back into the game for the Bulldogs. So 15-14 with 6:33 to go, and now after the free throw, we are all tied up at 15. Mustangs have not led in the game so far. They've tied it a couple of times as we work our way under 6.5 to go in the first half, and we are tied at 15. Swanson tries to go inside for Siza. Contact. Mustangs take it away. Haley Saar has the basketball. She's outnumbered, drives in, and we're going to get the second foul against Emily Jensen here. Jensen does not like the call, but nevertheless, that is her second. So Reiber and Davidson back into the game. They work it into Carly Hinn. Couldn't handle the inbounds pass cleanly, and that's too bad. She had an easy shot at the basket. Now here's Brennan driving the length of the floor all the way in. Can't get the shot to go. Mustangs back the other way. It's Ashton Sassy, 1-on-3. Her pull-up jumper, and they're going to say she carried the basketball and turn it back over to the Alliance Bulldogs. 6 minutes on the dot left in the second quarter. Kenna Campbell comes in. She'll give Ashton Sassy a breather here. 5 team fouls on the Alliance Bulldogs, 3 team fouls for the Mustangs. It's been a clean played first half and a fast-paced one at that as we're now under 6 minutes to go. The pass intended for Reiber. Davidson saves it. Now Reiber kicks it out for Brennan. She can't handle the pass, out of bounds. And back to the Mustangs as Luger comes in to replace Siza now. So Alliance, a lot of substitution. They keep fresh bodies in the game. As Perez brings it across the timeline, drives all the way down, jumper from the corner, that won't go, tipped around. There's Jacobson with the rebound and the putback and the foul. She'll head to the free throw line. So the Mustangs doing a great job of getting to the free throw line. That is the first foul on Mackenzie Brennan this evening. 5:30 to go, and we are tied at 15. And Denny Jacobson with 2 free throws. First one is in and out, no good. Mustangs shooting right at 50% from the free throw line for the season. And she makes the second, and that's exactly what they're shooting here tonight. 5 for 10 from the free throw line here in the first half. Reiber on the wing for Davidson, puts it on the floor. Jumper off glass and good for Davidson. Michaela Davidson with her first 2 of the evening, and it's 17-16. Haley Saar drives in, kicks it out for Kenna Campbell. 3-pointer on the way. That one is short, no good. Collision underneath and a tie-up, and possession arrow to the Mustangs. Well, Alliance leads at 17-16 with 4:58 left to go. As now Luger and Brennan head to the bench. Back into the game come Maggie Otto and Kennedy Siza. Perez kicks it out for Haley Saar. Good head fake, drives into the lane. Little runner, bounces around and falls. And so after the shot was good. So it puts the Mustangs in the lead at 18-17, but then they call a pushing foul on Carly Hinn. And that is her first. 4 team fouls now for the Mustangs. 4:45 to go, and it's a 1-point Mustang lead. Reiber gets it back up top, tries to get it to Maggie Otto. She tracks it down, now back to Reiber. Reiber goes down low for Kennedy Siza. Her shot won't go, tipped around. There's Alyssa Palmer with the rebound and the putback for 2 more. Alliance back in the lead now, 19-18 with 4:20 to go. First half, excuse me. Haley Saar drives into the lane and has it stripped away, but there is Kenna Campbell able to gather up the loose ball. And Haley Saar has it poked away, and that is Maddie Reiber with the foul. Madison Reiber picks up her second. 6 team fouls, no 7. That will put the Mustangs at the line. They are in the 1-and-1 bonus with that foul. And so that'll put Haley Saar at the line with the 1-and-1 opportunity. Haley Saar with 4 points here this evening. 4:07 left to go, second quarter. Alliance leads this one 19-18. Haley Saar's free throw in and out, no good. Rebounded by Luger. And she gets it to Brennan. Brennan quickly across. She gets it ahead to Davidson. She drives in, can't get the shot to go, and there's Friesman with the rebound. Quickly out and ahead to Ashton Sassy. Ashton Sassy pull-up jumper. That one's no good. As Kenna Campbell was there but was too far underneath the basket to gather in the rebound. Brennan back the other way with 3:45 to go, second quarter. Still a 1-point Alliance lead. That pass too tall for Luger. And Ashton Sassy brings it up, crosses the timeline, slows it down, and they'll set it up. Gets it to Haley Saar at the top of the key. Haley looks things over. Now she goes in the corner for Kenna Campbell. Kenna picks up her dribble and gets it to Haley Saar on the wing. Skip it across to Ashton Sassy. High post now down to Shania Friesman. She tries to get it back up top, and she does to Ashton Sassy, and the Mustangs will regroup with 3:10 to go. Still a 1-point Alliance lead at 19-18. Sassy dribbles with the left hand to the baseline. Pull-up jumper, that won't go, and rebounded by Kennedy Siza. She gets it quickly ahead to Davidson. Davidson 3-on-2. Davidson all the way in. She's going to be fouled by Haley Saar. There was contact, and she's going to be called for her second foul of the evening. 5th team foul now on the Mustangs. And That was on the floor, and so they'll have the ball out of bounds. That'll be Mackenzie Brennan inbounding it. And now we've got a late substitution as Hinn and Perez come in, and Friesman and Saar head to the bench for the Mustangs. Brennan looks to inbound it. She gets it in. That's Maggie Otto. Otto across to Davidson. Davidson, 3-ball on the way, off the glass. That one won't go. Long rebound pulled down by Otto. Back across to Davidson, now in the corner for Brennan. Brennan up top for Davidson. Davidson tries to go inside. That's taken away by the Mustangs. And here comes Kenna Campbell. 2:35 to go. Mustangs down by 1 here in the second quarter. Sassy works it inside for Jacobson. She's fouled by Abby Luger, and she'll head back to the line. Abby Luger, that is her first foul. And Denny Jacobson with 2 free throws. She's 1 for 2 from the free throw line this evening. 2:29 to go. Mustangs now pull even on that free throw. We are tied at 19 as Davidson out and Swanson back in now for the Bulldogs. 1 more free throw on the way from Denny Jacobson. That one's off the back iron, no good. Long rebound comes down and taken away by Brennan. Brennan lurking back there, pulled down that long rebound, and the foul and the basket is good. Mackenzie Brennan, good job that time, drove in and drew the foul, knocks down the shot. She'll have a chance for the 3-point play. That's the first foul of the game on Josie Perez, but that is 16 fouls now for the Mustangs, and the next foul will put Alliance into the 1-1. 21-19 is the score in favor of the Bulldogs. Make that 22-19 as Mackenzie Brennan completes the 3-point play with 2:20 to go in the second quarter. Perez working against Swanson, and Swanson's going to be called for the push. Blocking foul called on Swanson, and so back to the line will go Josie Perez, actually to the line for the first time here this evening. Perez with 5 points so far. Josie Perez, first free throw, falls off, no good. Rebound, Kennedy Siza. Brennan brings it across with 2:11 to go. In the corner for Swanson. Swanson goes over the top to get it into Siza. Her pull-up jumper is good. Kennedy Siza with 2 more, using that 6'1" frame to full advantage and extends the lead to 5 at 24-19 as we're under 2 minutes to go. 3-pointer on the way for Kenna Campbell. That one's short, and the rebound pulled down by Brennan. Brennan quickly up the floor, looks ahead to Siza, but it's taken away by Kenna Campbell, and they're going to say she traveled with it. 1 too many steps for Kenna Campbell. She was there, picked off the pass, but they turn it right back over as Brennan now heads to the bench. Siza across to Davidson. Her shot up, no good, and rebounded by Kenna Campbell. She gets it to Josie Perez with 1:35 to go. Mustangs down by 5, 24-19. Perez in the corner for Jacobson. Now they work it inside for Carly Hinn. Her shot in the paint. That one won't go. Rebound by Carly Hinn. Puts that shot up. That won't go. And the rebound pulled down by Maggie Otto. And we're finally going to get, I think, a foul called on Carly Hinn, I believe. It is, and that is Carly's second foul of the game. And that will put the Bulldogs into the 1-1 bonus. Maggie Otto heads to the line for the 1-1 opportunity. 24-19, 1:15 left to go in the first half. Free throw no good, rebounded by Hinn, and here comes Josie Perez. Mustangs trying to cut into this 5-point lead. Kenna Campbell works against Otto. Campbell to Jacobson on the wing. Up top for Sassy. Ashton Sassy. Not a lot of movement for the Mustangs on offense here. Carly Hinn now has it at the top of the key. Under a minute to go now. Josie Perez works against Swanson. She drives to the baseline. Pull-up jumper off the side of the backboard. That's no good. Now they go ahead. That is Davidson way out in front of everybody else. She tracks it down. That's about all she can do with it, and then she travels. 34 seconds left to go in a very fast-paced first half. 24-19 is the Alliance lead. 30 seconds left in the first half as Sassy brings it up. She works against Davidson. Now she kicks it across for Campbell. Campbell puts it on the floor. Steps back, 3-ball on the way. In and out, no good. Rebound, Abby Luger. That one's taken away by Kenna Campbell. She drives in, works against Luger. Contact, no foul, can't get it to go. And the Mustangs going to come out of there with it again. They go inside to Perez. She finds Carly Hinn, and she's blocked by Luger. And the half will end. The half ends with the Mustangs trailing 24-19. We'll step aside and be back with some unofficial halftime scoring statistics for you in just a minute here on the Sheridan County Journal-Star.net coverage of Mustang Basketball 2015.
It's an icon, the most popular sports car in America. It is the Ford Mustang, and it's available at Sides and Milburn Ford in Rushville. This 310 horsepower turbocharged beauty comes with all the bells and whistles, and it's sure to turn heads wherever you go. The selectable driving modes allow you to choose between sport, track, snow and wet, or normal conditions. With an awesome sound system, this Mustang is ready to roll down the highway at 32 miles per gallon. Test drive the iconic Ford Mustang at Sides and Milburn Ford in Rushville.
Kim Marlatt and Brian Felker at Physical Therapy West in Gordon have over 30 years of combined experience in providing physical therapy and sports medicine services. Contact PT West for care following injury, sprains, fractures, or treatment of joint, muscle, and back pain. PT West provides individualized rehabilitation following joint replacement, surgery, or stroke. Don't suffer, don't live with pain, and get back to the activities you enjoy. Call PT West at 308-282-0203 or stop by with questions at 100 South Main in Gordon.
New Holland has equipped farmers with the right technology for over a century and continues to provide smart innovations like our exclusive corn rower attachment for our CR Series Combine. We make certain you have all the tools to grow your bottom line while improving efficiency and productivity, allowing you to work smarter in order to spend more time with the ones you love. That's New Holland Smart. Visit your local New Holland dealer today.
So we are back at halftime of girls varsity action between the Alliance Bulldogs and the Gordon-Rushville Mustangs. Let's take a look at some halftime scoring totals. Mustangs have spread it around pretty well here in the first half. Haley Saar leads the way with 4 points. No, excuse me, Josie Perez leads the way with 5 points. Haley Saar with 4. Ashton Sassy and Carly Hinn each with 3 points. Denny Jacobson has 2. And Shania Friesman and Kenna Campbell have each added 1 from the free throw line. For the Alliance Bulldogs, Madison Reiber with 7 to pace the Bulldogs. Kennedy Siza has 6. Alyssa Palmer with 4. Mackenzie Brennan with 3. Michaela Davidson 2. And Abby Luger 2. From the free throw line, the Mustangs just shooting 6 of 14 in the first half. And for the Alliance Bulldogs, they only went to the line 3 times. They're 2 for 3 here in the first half. So at halftime, it is Alliance 24 and Gordon-Rushville 19. 6 minutes left in the halftime break. Thanks for joining us here for Sheridan County Journal-Star.net coverage of Mustang basketball 2014. Need to remind you that if you are not a subscriber of the Sheridan County Journal-Star, you certainly should be. Get in tune to all the news that is news in Sheridan County and check out the online edition. That thing is available most weeks is available on Tuesday afternoon before anybody else can get their paper on Wednesday, Thursday, or Friday, depending on what the mailman decides to do with it. So check it out at SheridanCountyJournalStar.net/subscriptions. That's the online edition. And the one bonus of the online edition is that it is available in full color for your enjoyment anywhere, anytime from your mobile device. So back at halftime, 5 minutes left in the break, and the Alliance Bulldogs lead this one 24-19. Just a couple of minutes left in the halftime break here as the Mustangs trail this one at halftime 24-19. And the Mustangs having some real difficulty with the size inside of the Alliance Bulldogs. The 6'1" Kennedy Siza and 6'2" Abby Luger have blocked and modified several of the Mustang shots here in the first half. And so the Mustangs going to have to find a way to loosen up some of that defense inside. See if they can't get some shots to fall down from the perimeter and loosen up that defense just a little bit. In case you missed it earlier, Josie Perez leads the way for the Mustangs with 5 points here in the first half. Haley Sarr with 4. Ashton Sassy and Carly Hinn each with 3. Denny Jacobson with 2 and Kenna Campbell with 1. Mustangs just 6 of 14 from the free throw line. They've had lots of chances from the charity stripe, but not able to knock a lot of them down. And in terms of fouls, 3 Mustangs with 2 fouls apiece. Haley Saar, Ashton Sassy, and Carly Hinn all with 2 fouls apiece, and Josie Perez with 1. And that is the sum total of the foul trouble for the Mustangs here in the first half as we get ready to start the second. And for the Alliance Bulldogs, Emily Jensen with 2, Madison Reiber with 2, Kayla Treidel with 2, Abby Luger with 1, Hannah Swanson and Mackenzie Brennan also each with 1. We are ready to get the second half underway. Here from Gordon. Mustangs trailing this one by 5, and Alliance will have the basketball to start the third quarter as Hannah Swanson will look to inbound it and get it into Mackenzie Brennan. And now the officials are going to come over and discuss things here at the table, and now they've got things figured out, and we are ready to go and get this third quarter underway. 8 minutes on the clock. Swanson gets it in. She'll toss it in to Emily Jensen, and we are underway here in the second half. Jensen across to Swanson. Mustangs get that tip, take it away. A reach in by Siza, and then Ashton Sassy travels with it. Mustangs got the turnover, but they give it right back on the traveling call. 24-19 is the score. Jensen sends it into Swanson, and she'll set it up. Mustangs into a 1-3-1 zone. They like to trap out of this sometimes. Takes a lot of work to run this defense. They get it inside to Kennedy Siza. Her shot in and out, no good. And Josie Perez quickly up the floor with the rebound. Perez sets it up for the Mustangs. See what they can do here on offense. Perez gets the pick. Pull-up jumper just inside the three-point line. That one's off, no good. Rebound cleared by Siza. Gets it to Brennan, and up the floor they come with 7:15 to go in the third quarter. Jensen in the corner. Skip pass all the way across to Swanson. Quick release, and that is good for 2 more. Hannah Swanson with her first 2 of the afternoon or the evening, and the lead is now the biggest of the game. It's 26-19 with 7 minutes left to go third quarter. Ashton Sassy all the way in high off the glass. That one won't go, and the size of the Alliance Bulldogs making the Mustangs really adjust their shots as Hannah Swanson comes out on fire. She's got 4 here in the early going of the third quarter. It's now 28-19 in favor of the Bulldogs. Saar up top for Sassy. High post for Carly Hinn. Has it poked away and taken away by Mackenzie Brennan. 2-on-1. Carly Hinn able to get back, but tipped back to Siza. And Siza knocks it down for 2 more. And the Bulldogs have come out of the halftime break on fire. They now lead at 30-19. A 6-0 run so far here in the third quarter for the Bulldogs. Haley Saar now works against Swanson. Perez skips it across to Saar. Works inside high post to Jacobson. She'll kick it out for Saar. Saar puts it on the floor. Free throw line jumper. That won't go. Tipped around and pulled down by Alyssa Palmer. Palmer ahead to Jensen. She slaps it across. Swanson able to keep it. And they're going to give the timeout. Not sure that Jensen or that Swanson still had possession when the timeout was called, but they give it to the Bulldogs. They'll maintain the possession on the timeout. So a 30-second timeout here with 5:40 to go, third quarter, and Alliance increasing the halftime lead to 30-19. Grocery Mart in Gordon is proud to support the Gordon-Rushville Mustangs. Stop in at 228 North Main Street for all of your grocery needs. So just a 30-second timeout. Both teams trying to get the most mileage that they can out of it. Taking their time. And now we're back on the floor and ready for action. It's 30-19. Alliance with the 11-point lead here with 5:40 to go in the third quarter. Mustangs not playing the best basketball of the season here as they get it over to Abby Luger, and she knocks that one down for 2 more to extend the lead to 32-19 as we cross the 5-minute, 30-second mark of the third quarter. Mustangs going to have to figure something out here. Kenna Campbell across to Haley Saar. Skips it across to Perez on the wing. Down low in the corner for Jacobson. Now skip pass to Saar. Free throw line jumper in and out, no good. Mustangs can't buy a basket now. Mackenzie Brennan up the floor in a hurry. Davidson traveled with it. Thought just a little too long about that three-pointer as now Maggie Otto comes in to replace Mackenzie Brennan with 5:04 to go, third quarter. And now a little bit of full court pressure applied by the Bulldogs. They'll get it into Saar and back to Kenna Campbell, and she'll bring it up the floor. 5 minutes to go, third quarter. Campbell works against Otto. Just not a lot of movement on the offensive end for the Mustangs here on offense. Carly Hinn has it way up high. Everybody just kind of standing still here. Jacobson over to Saar in the corner. Saar puts it on the floor. Now she'll get it to Jacobson and across to Josie Perez. She'll drive into the lane, puts up the shot, off glass, and good. Josie Perez gets one to fall. 7 points for her, and she'll have a free throw coming. They're going to call that foul on Michaela Davidson, and that is Davidson's first. Now Kennedy Siza comes out, and Treidel into the game for Alliance. 4:33 to go, 32-21. Free throw is good by Josie Perez. Makes it 32-22. The lead is cut to 10. So now Madison Reiber brings it up. She gets it to Davidson. Davidson on the wing. Reiber, top of the key. They'll work it inside. Tried to get it to Luger, but it's tipped out of there. Davidson corrals it. And there's a steal by Haley Saar. Good job by Haley Saar that time, anticipating the pass. Took it away, and the Mustangs get the turnover. Saar trying to get in there before the defense gets set. Three-pointer. Kenna Campbell knocks it down. Kenna Campbell for three. 32-25. Mustangs trying to claw their way back in this one with 4 minutes to go in the third quarter. Reiber on the wing for Otto. Otto skips it across for Davidson. That one's blocked by Josie Perez. Now we got a 2-on-1 the other way. Haley Saar accelerates all the way and shot up. She is fouled. Fouled by Davidson, and she'll head to the line. Davidson picks up her second. Haley Saar aggressive to the basket, had the 2-on-1, kept it herself all the way in, draws the foul, and she'll have 2 free throws with 3:48 to go in the third quarter. Mustangs have cut it back to 7, now to 6. So starting to get a little traction is now Friesman and Sassy into the game as Hinn and Perez head to the bench along with Davidson for the Bulldogs. Saar's second free throw is also good. So the Mustangs, after a 6 for 14 performance from the line in the first half, have gone 3 for 3 in the second half. It's now 32-27 with 3:40 to go in the third quarter. Otto on the wing. I skip it across to Jensen. Jensen drives in. Now she'll pull it back out, get it up to Reiber. Reiber tries to go down low for Jensen. Collision there. Jensen's shot no good. Kenna Campbell's tried to save it back in, but couldn't quite keep it in play. Alliance will maintain control of the basketball as now 4 substitutes come in for the Bulldogs. Palmer, Siza, Swanson, and Brennan back into the game now for Alliance. This is Swanson up top to Brennan on the wing. Now back to Swanson. Now to Brennan. Just kind of play and catch, trying to figure out this 1-3-1 zone of the Mustangs. The high post to Siza. Up top for Swanson. Swanson to Brennan in the corner. Now they'll go the other way. That's Emily Jensen. That ball is off the mark, no good. Rebound, and that's wrestled away by Mackenzie Brennan with 2:50 to go now. Alliance maintains the possession. Jensen on the way for 3. And they're going to say she was fouled by Haley Saar in the act of shooting. Very unfortunate. That is the 3rd foul on Haley Saar, and that'll put Emily Jensen at the line for 3 free throws. Jensen hasn't scored here this evening. 2:47 to go, 32-27 is the scores. The first free throw is no good by Emily Jensen. At the next whistle, Carly Hinn and Josie Perez will check back into the game for the Mustangs. Jensen's second free throw. This one finds the mark. So Saar and Friesman head to the bench for a rest. So Jensen with one more free throw coming, 33-27. The lead is back to 6 with 2:47 to go in the third quarter. Jensen's third free throw finds the mark as well, and it makes it 34-27. The lead is back to 7. 2:45 to go, third quarter. Sassy works it on the right wing, skips it across. That is Kenna Campbell now in the game. Hinn up top. Across to Jacobson in the corner for Campbell. Works against Jensen. Three-pointer by Kenna Campbell. That one's off the mark, but there's Carly Hinn for the rebound. Carly backs in. Now she kicks it out for Campbell. Campbell pull-up jumper off the front of the rim, no good, but there's Denny Jacobson, but has her shot blocked. They get it ahead to Jensen. She finds Swanson too hard, and the rebound pulled down by Ashton Sassy. 2:05 to go. Sassy working against Jensen. Gets it ahead to Kenna Campbell. 2 minutes on the dot left in the third quarter. It's 34-27. Josie Perez in the corner. Perez over the top, and Alyssa Palmer there to take it away. Ill-advised pass that time. And here's Brennan. In the corner for Jensen. They go inside. That one's tipped out of bounds by Carly Hinn, trying to get it inside to Alyssa Palmer, but tipped out of bounds by Hinn. Alliance basketball under their own basket, and Swanson to inbound it with 1:43 to go. Still a 7-point Alliance Bulldog lead at 34-27. They get it into Siza. Brennan wanted to take the three, and she does. That one's no good, and the rebound pulled down by Danny Jacobson. Campbell brings it up the floor. Kenna Campbell inside to Carly Hinn. She'll kick it out. And they swing it across to Ashton Sassy. In the corner for Josie Perez. Three-pointer on the way. That one's short. Rebound Siza. And stolen away by Josie Perez, and she's going to be... No, she traveled with it. Thought we were going to get a blocking foul that time, but instead Perez called for the traveling. And with 1:12 to go third quarter, it's 34-27. So the size of these Alliance Bulldogs has really given the Mustangs fits this evening. They go inside for Palmer. That one's tipped away by Carly Hinn again. Josie Perez gets Sassy, has to slow down. Spin move, can't get it to fall. She hurried it that time, and the rebound pulled down by the Bulldogs. They get it ahead to Jensen. Inside for Siza. They kick it out for Brennan. Siza, 6'1" in there. She can do an awful lot of damage. Now Siza at the high post, kicks it out for Jensen. Three ball, no good. Long Sassy with 20. Kenna Campbell, long three-pointer. In and out, no good. And rebounded by Kennedy Siza. Siza ahead to Jensen. Jensen switches hands, dribbles it off her foot, and out of bounds. It'll be Mustang basketball with 12 seconds to go in the third quarter. Chance for the Mustangs to trim this lead down, as now Autumn Richards going to check into the game in place of Ashton Sassy. So a freshman, 3 sophomores, and a senior on the floor for the Mustangs. 5 to go. All the way in is Kenna Campbell. Gets it to fall with the left hand. Good job by Kenna Campbell that time. She's got 5 in the third quarter, and the quarter comes to an end. Mustangs trailing by 5, 29-34. The Mustangs stabilizes in farm and ranch insurance. Be sure to ask them about impact-resistant shingles. Stop in at 127 North Main Street in Gordon or call 282-2080. The good folks at Gordon True Value can get you fixed up with just about anything you might need. Whether you need to winterize it or defrost it, Buck and the crew can get you fixed up. Stop in at True Value in downtown Gordon. Family owned since 1932, Strong Insurance is your independent insurance company, offering all forms of insurance. Stop in today at 224 North Main Street in Gordon. And whether you're looking to buy or sell, look no further than Barb Scher of Scher Real Estate. Call Barb today at 282-1516 or stop by 300 South Main Street in Gordon. So ready to get the fourth quarter underway. The Mustangs have got some work to do. They trail this one by 5, 34-29. Just 2 team fouls for Alliance and 1 for the Mustangs in the second half. So fouls not really an issue, and as we've got a blocking foul, just as I say that, we're going to call that one on Madison Reiber, and that is her third. And that'll be the third team foul of the second half for Alliance. Saar gets it into Jacobson. Jacobson into the lane. Shot in and out. That one won't go. Rebounded. That is Luger. She gets it ahead to Davidson. Davidson going to pull it back. Get it to Reiber. Maggie Otto on the wing. Skips it across to Davidson. Now back up to Reiber at the top of the key. Now to Davidson on the left wing. Now back up to Reiber. Back to Davidson. Puts it on the floor. Now she'll pull it back out. That one is taken away by Haley Saar and not going to be able to get to it. And Alliance will get it back, but Haley Saar making a game effort of it there, trying to track that ball down before it got out of bounds. But it disrupts the offensive rhythm, and they'll start over as Maggie Otto now down low for Trital. Can't handle it. Tie up floor. And 9 to go. And hanging on to that 5-point lead, 34-29. Luger gets it in, but taken away. Haley Saar, one-on-one, working against Maggie Otto. Shot up and good. Count the basket and one. Haley Saar. And she took it all the way in, and she knocked it down. Free throw is off no good, but it's rebounded by Denny Jacobson. Gets it back up top for Josie Perez. Down low for Carly Hinn. Her shot blocked by Trital. Saved back in. Trital gets it, and she'll get it to Reiber. Reiber to Trital. Her shot blocked by Kenna Campbell with the block that time. Now they'll go over the top to Haley Saar. Layup is good. Mustangs back within 3, 34-31 with 6:25 to go. Clawing their way back into this one. They trailed by as many as 4, 33. They get it inside to Luger. Luger, one step, she double dribbled. And a turnover. Mustangs have a chance to take the lead here again. And now 5 fresh bodies onto the floor for the Alliance Bulldogs. Brennan, Palmer, Siza, Swanson, and into the game now. In Perez, and she gets it to Haley Saar. Haley, top of the key. Left wing for Perez. 3-ball on the way. That one missed everything and rebounded there by Brennan. And that's tipped out of bounds, and they're going to say it's off of Brennan. Mustang basketball. 5:52 to go. Mustangs down by just 1. Ashton Sassy into the game. She'll replace Josie Perez, who will take a little bit of a breather here. 5:52 left to go in this one. They find Kenna Campbell. 3-ball on the way. That one's off the back of the rim, no good, but there's Ashton Sassy. Rebound put back. That won't go. Tipped around. Denny Jacobson with the rebound. Gets it to Sassy. Sassy up top for Haley Saar. Saar drives in, and a 3-second call again on Carly Hinn. 5:37 to go for trail by just 1. 34-33. We've got us a ball game, folks. They'll get it into Emily Jensen. Picks up her dribble, and she gets it back to Brennan. Ahead to Swanson. Swanson drives to the baseline. And she turned it over. Turns it over on the carry call. Perez, after the quick breather, back into the game. She'll take the place of Kenna Campbell. 5:28 to go. Mustangs trail by 1. Ashton Sassy works against Swanson. She brings it up the floor. Now they'll switch it up, and Brennan picks her up. Now Saar. And we got an offensive foul, and Carly Hinn having a heck of a go of it down there, starting to get a little bit frustrated as she's doing battle against Kennedy Siza. She gives up a couple of inches in there, and she's called for the offensive foul that time. Doesn't like the call. And so the Mustangs back on defense. 5:15 to go. Siza goes down low for Palmer. Her jumper, that one won't go. Rebounded by Jacobson. Mustangs gonna run. Josie Perez, not much there. She drives into the lane, and she traveled with it. Trying to make something happen, and she turns it over. Now Shania Friesman gonna check into the game, and she'll take the place of Carly Hinn. Carly not very happy as she's had some rough treatment down there from Kennedy Siza, from all of the bigs inside for the Bulldogs here this evening. 5 minutes left in this one. They get it ahead. That's tipped around and knocked out of bounds by Shania Friesman. As the Bulldogs had something going there, Friesman able to get a hand on it and tip it out of bounds. 4:55 to go, 34-33, Alliance by 1. Brennan sets it up for the Bulldogs. Brennan working against Saar. Mustangs have been in this 1-3-1 zone the whole second half. Jensen finds an open space, and she gets that one to fall. Jensen's got 4 on the evening, and it's back to a 36-33 lead. 4:37 to go in the fourth quarter. 3-point lead for the Bulldogs. Saar works against Jensen into the lane. Shot up and good. Haley Saar takes it to the hoop. Back to a 1-point game at 36-35. And the Mustangs with some full court pressure taken away by Jacobson. Saar with the basketball. Mustangs with a chance to take the lead here. We got a timeout on the floor called by the Mustangs. 4:14 to go, fourth quarter. It's Alliance 36, Gordon-Rushville 35. The First National Bank of Gordon proudly celebrates 125 years of locally made decisions and supporting our community. Stop in at 134 North Main Street in Gordon or call them at 282-0050. And Essence provides beautiful, fresh-cut flower arrangements for any occasion. They have a great selection of fine wines and gift items, including Kringle candles. That's at Essence, 117 North Main Street in Gordon. 4:14 left to go, fourth quarter. Mustangs trail by 1, 36-35. 3 team fouls apiece for each of these teams, and nobody in any real foul trouble. For the Bulldogs, 3 players with 3 fouls, Reiber, Davidson, and Jensen. And for the Mustangs, 3 fouls apiece for Haley Saar and Carly Hinn. So fouls shouldn't be much of an issue as we get ready to head down the home stretch here. As now the referee's trying to fit the table. Take this opportunity to wet the whistle just a little bit. It's been outstanding back and forth basketball action. Mustangs have led by 1 a couple of times. The lead has changed hands several times in the first half. In the second half, the Bulldogs open up with a 6-0 run. Mustangs able to trim that back, and they've fought all the way back. They trail by just 1 with 4:14 to go here in the fourth quarter. They get it into Josie Perez, and away we go. Perez to Saar. It's been man-to-man the whole way for the Bulldogs this evening, and they've done a good job of it. 3 ball on the way. That one won't go by Ashton Sassy, but there is Jacobson for the rebound, and now Emily Jensen's on the line as she gathered up that ball, and it'll stay with the Mustangs. 3:57 to go, fourth quarter. Looking for a fantastic finish here. Haley Saar to inbound it. Gets it into Hinn. Now they'll find Saar back on the wing. Saar drives into the free throw line, leaves it for Perez. Now to Saar. Saar nearly traveled with it. Saar all the way underneath, up and under, and falls off, no good. Rebound by Palmer. There's Swanson ahead of everybody. She pulls up, and Haley Saar wasn't ready for her to hit the brakes like that, and Haley's going to be called for her 4th foul. Haley, to her credit, didn't make much contact. Haley had the worse end of that deal as she hit the floor. But nevertheless, it is her 4th foul, and that one, Siza able to gather it back up, and now Brennan has it poked away by Ashton Sassy. Ashton Sassy with the seal. Down the floor, up, and good. Ashton Sassy for 2 more. And the Mustangs with the 1-point lead at 37-36. They go inside to Siza. Siza traveled with it. Oh, and she's gonna draw the foul. Siza drew the blocking foul, and they're gonna call that, I believe, on Denny Jacobson, and that is her first. 4 team fouls apiece now after the foul on Denny Jacobson. Palmer, shot up. That one no good, and Kennedy Siza over the back. She's gonna be called for the foul. Kennedy Siza, and that is just her first foul of the evening. Kennedy Siza, the WNCC volleyball recruit, heading down there to play volleyball this fall. Certainly a very, very athletic gal, 6'1" senior, and she does a great job inside for these Bulldogs. 3:11 to go. Mustangs by 1, 37-36, trying to add to that lead, and we got a timeout on the floor called by the Mustangs. Say thanks to today's sponsors. They make it possible for us to bring these games to you, and we haven't had a whole lot of them from home. We've tried to pick up as many road games as we can this season, and so nice to be back here in Gordon for a very rare home game. But nevertheless, say thanks to today's sponsors: Essence, the First National Bank of Gordon; Share Real Estate; Strong Insurance; Gordon True Value; State Farm Insurance; Grocery Mart; Sides and Milburn Ford; Physical Therapy West; Modern Farm Equipment; and of course the Sheridan County Journal-Star. 3:05 to go, 4th quarter. Mustangs by 1, 37-36. They've come back from a 7-point deficit by 1. They'll get it to Haley Saar. Saar working with 4 fouls. Kicks it across for Ashton Sassy. Sassy, high post for Jacobson. She gets it to Saar, kicks it out to Perez, and Perez traveled with it. The Mustangs are going to look back on this game and realize that they had an awful lot more turnovers than they would like to have had. There's a turnover by the Bulldogs, and a travel by Haley Saar, and the Mustangs. Person always wants the hometown calls. It feels like they can't get a call here in the later part of this 4th quarter. They'll get it into Swanson. That's taken away by Josie Perez. Crosses over, and Mackenzie Brennan going to be called for the foul. So probably just by imagination and wanting the hometown team to win here, but Kenzie Brennan picks up her 2nd foul, and that puts Josie Perez at the line for a pair of free throws. Josie 1 for 1 here this evening. That first one is no good. 2:40 to go in the 4th quarter. Kenna Campbell comes in. She takes the place of Ashton Sassy. 37-36. One more free throw coming for Josie Perez. And she knocks that one down. It makes it a 2-point lead at 38-36 with 2:40 to go, 4th quarter. Quickly ahead now, a 3-on-2 for Alliance. Kenzie Brennan drives in, and that one won't go, but Kennedy Siza is there for the rebound and the putback. And we are tied at 38. 2:27 to go. Now pressure by the Bulldogs. Dangerous pass as they get it to Haley Saar. Saar works all the way in, pulls it back out, high off the glass, and gets it to fall. Way high off the glass. 2:13 to go, and it's 40-38. Another 2-point lead, and Haley Saar just fouled out. Ill-advised reach in that time by Haley Saar, and she has fouled out of the game. Reached in one too many times, and that'll be it for Haley. as Ashton Sassy will come in to replace her. So Haley trying to make something happen. She finishes the game with, we'll have to do the math on it, but a whole bunch of points for Haley Saar. She certainly pulled her weight this evening. 2:05 to go. High post for Siza. Kicks it out for Swanson. Her shot won't go, but there's Emily Jensen with the rebound. Now Kennedy Siza can't get that to go, and Siza finally going to be fouled, and Siza will head to the line for a pair of free throws. I think they're going to give that one to Carly Hinn, and that'll be her fourth foul. And a timeout now called by the Bulldogs. Under 2 minutes to go here. 1:54, fourth quarter. Mustangs lead it by 2, 40-38. Kennedy Siza at the line, shooting 2 for the Bulldogs when we come back.
This is the 2013 Ford Explorer that I bought from Sides and Milburn Ford in Rushville, and it is awesome. It has the sync system and My Ford Touch that allows me to control everything with ease. Climate control, navigation, entertainment. I can even connect my smartphone for hands-free dialing. The all-wheel drive feature of the Ford Explorer might be what I like the best. This is the most sure-footed vehicle I have ever owned, and it is terrific on snow and ice, which I really love this time of year. Stop in and check out a Ford Explorer today at Sides and Milburn Ford in Rushville.
So back to fourth quarter action. 1:54 left to go in this one. The Mustangs lead it 40-38. Kennedy Siza's first free throw is good. 1 point game. Siza's second free throw up, and that one's off the mark, but rebounded by Mackenzie Brennan. Swanson's three-pointer on the way. That one's no good, and there's Carly Hinn. She's got to be careful. Kennedy Siza with the rebound and the putback, and just like that, Alliance back in the lead, 41-40 with 1:40 to go here in the fourth quarter. Perez puts it on the floor, drives baseline. She has it slapped away, and we're going to have a foul called, and that'll put the Mustangs at the line as that's 17 fouls. And Gordon-Rushville now in the 1-1. Josie Perez heads to the line. Big free throws here. Mustangs trail by 1, 41-40. 17 fouls for the Bulldogs, 6 for the Mustangs. So the next Mustang foul puts the Bulldogs into the 1-1 as well. Josie Perez lines it up. First free throw, nothing but the bottom of the net that time. 41-41 with 1:34 to go, fourth quarter. It's been back and forth the whole way. Alliance led by as many as 7. Perez with one more coming. That one's no good, but the long rebound pulled down by Perez. Perez has it go right through the hands of Jacobson, and then Kenna Campbell called for the foul. That is just Kenna's first, but that will put Mackenzie Brennan at the line with a chance for the 1-1 and a chance for the Bulldogs to take the lead. 1:29 is all that's left in regulation here. Brennan's first free throw falls off no good. Jacobson ahead. Perez quickly up the floor. Perez switches hands all the way in, has it blocked by Siza, and the rebound pulled down by Brennan. Kennedy Siza hard to deal with inside as she blocks another one. And a timeout on the floor called by the Bulldogs with 1:17 to go. We are tied at 41. Say thanks to today's sponsors. Essence, the First National Bank of Gordon. Share Real Estate. Strong Insurance. Gordon True Value. State Farm Insurance. Grocery Mart. Sides and Milburn Ford. Physical Therapy West, and Modern Farm. We have a white knuckler here as we get ready to finish up the last 1 minute and 17 seconds of the fourth quarter. Tied at 41, 17 fouls for each team, so both of them in the 1-1 bonus. And Alliance with the basketball. Hannah Swanson to inbound it. Now the Mustangs nearly stole the inbounds pass, and now they're going to stop play. As now we've got another question over at the scorer's table. We've had several of those this evening as they try to straighten things out. Possession arrow is in favor of the Mustangs on the next held ball. So now we've got it straightened out, and we'll inbound the ball again. They'll go deep this time for Alyssa Palmer, and that was an excellent turn of events for the Mustangs as the inbounds pass goes over Palmer's head and out of bounds. The Mustangs will get it back. Now Gordon-Rushville with the ball, and 1:16 to go, tied at 41. Kenna Campbell gets it into Sassy. Sassy will pull it back, and they'll set it up. Kenna Campbell on the wing. Campbell works against Mackenzie Brennan. She picks up her dribble. Not a good thing to do. And we got a timeout called by Coach Randy Holbert for the Mustangs as he could see that they were going to have a big problem on their hands and didn't want to turn the ball over. So timeout Mustangs with 1:04 to go, still tied at 41. The First National Bank of Gordon proudly celebrates 125 years of locally made decisions and supporting our community. Stop in at 134 North Main Street in Gordon or call them at 282-0050. And whether you're looking to buy or sell, look no further than Barb Scher of Scher Real Estate. Call Barb today at 282-1516 or stop by 300 South Main Street in Gordon. 1:04 to go. Mustangs with the basketball. We are tied at 41. Kenna Campbell throws it in, gets it into Ashton Sassy. Sassy working against Emily Jensen. Now they switch, and Brennan's got her. They find Josie Perez in the corner. She is fouled, and the shot goes. Unbelievable off-balance shot by Josie Perez. She hit the floor hard, and she is in a fair amount of pain over there as she hit her elbow on the floor. 52 seconds left. Mustangs now lead it 43-41. Josie Perez is 3 for 5 from the free throw line this evening, trying to complete the three-point play. Free throw is up and good. 3-point lead for the Mustangs, and Josie Perez steals the inbounds pass, and a foul called. Josie Perez will head back to the line. Josie Perez getting it done here in the last minute of the fourth quarter. They call that foul on Mackenzie Brennan, and that is her fourth foul. And Perez back at the line for a 1-and-1. First free throw is good, and the hard checkout on the free throw that time by Swanson, but no foul called. Mustangs now lead it by 4. It's a two-possession game with 49 seconds left to go here in the fourth quarter. That one's off no good. Rebounded by Palmer. Perez back up to pressure. And there's a steal by Kenna Campbell. They keep it alive. Nearly stolen, and Perez reached in. She did not want to do that with 41 seconds left to go. Josie Perez absolutely did not want to pick up that foul, but she did, and that'll put Mackenzie Brennan at the line for a 1-and-1 opportunity. Mackenzie Brennan is 1 for 2 from the line this evening. 45-41. It's a 4-point Mustang lead. 41 seconds left to go. Free throw up and good. She'll get another one. Lead is back to 3. Second free throw for Brennan is up, and that one also is good. It is a 2-point ball game. Timeout called by the Bulldogs. 41 seconds left to go. It's a 2-point Mustang lead, 45-43. Family owned since 1932, Strong Insurance is your independent insurance company offering all forms of insurance. Stop in today at 224 North Main Street in Gordon. Mustangs will head to Hay Springs on Friday night for the Battle of Sheridan County. We'll have both girls and boys basketball action for you next Friday. Varsity action should start sometime around 6 o'clock, we're guessing. Girls varsity action followed by the boys, as it is the Battle of Sheridan County. Gordon-Rushville travels to Hay Springs. That's this Friday night. So we are ready to finish this thing up. 41 seconds left on the clock. Next foul by Alliance puts the Mustangs into the double bonus. They have 9 team fouls. Full court pressure now by the Bulldogs. Kenna Campbell goes over the top, and she gets it to Ashton Sassy. Ashton pulls it back, gets it to Carly Hinn, and she'll get it back to Ashton. Just barely makes it across the line. Collision there, no call, as Josie Perez now drives to the baseline. She'll get it to Kenna Campbell, and then we're going to get a reach-in foul, or a foul at any rate, called against Emily Jensen, and that'll be her third. And now the Mustangs in the double bonus. And Kenna Campbell will have 2 free throws. So the Mustangs going to need to make some free throws to close this thing out. And now they're going to say that the scoreboard was wrong and we're still in the 1-1. So Kenna puts the first one up. That one is off, no good, but rebounded by Carly Hinn. And a timeout called by the Mustangs. 24 seconds left. Mustangs lead this one by 2, and they've got the basketball. Trying to eke out a win here, doing everything they possibly can to hang on to this 2-point lead are the Mustangs. Now they have 9 team fouls on the Bulldogs, and so the next foul will put them into the double bonus. The good folks at Gordon True Value can get you fixed up with just about anything you might need. Whether you need to winterize it or defrost it, Buck and his crew can get you fixed up. Stop in at True Value in downtown Gordon. Agent Bob Alcorn of State Farm Insurance is proud to support the Mustangs. State Farm specializes in farm and ranch insurance, and be sure to ask them about impact-resistant shingles and what they can do for your bottom line. Stop in at 127 North Main Street in Gordon or call 282-2080. So the Mustangs inbounding this basketball with 24 seconds left to go. They lead it by 2, 45-43. Trying to protect this 2-point lead and get rid of these last 24 seconds on the clock and get out of here with a win. Mustangs have had a good run. They're 6-1 over their last 7 games, trying to extend that streak. Ashton Sassy going to be fouled quickly by Davidson that time, and so Ashton Sassy will head to the line, and she'll have 2 free throws. Ashton 1 for 1 from the line tonight. She's got 5 points. Update on Haley Saar. She fouled out with 14 points as the first free throw by Sassy is short and no good. Now Davidson out and Brennan back in. And that was the 4th foul on Michaela Davidson. Second free throw is good for Ashton Sassy and extends the lead to 3 at 46-43. Mustangs do not want to foul. There's a steal by Josie Perez. Mustangs just need to hang on to the ball and take care of it here, force them to foul. Kenna Campbell, she's going to be fouled by Emily Jensen. Jensen picks up her 4th foul, and it'll send Kenna Campbell 2 free throws with 13 left. Lead it by 3. Kenna needs to hit one of these to make it a 2-possession game. That one is short and no good. 13 seconds left. Kenna with one more coming. And that one also is short. Rebounded by Siza. She missed them both. And a timeout called by the Bulldogs. And unfortunate that timeout was called because they had Kinsey Brennan streaking down the floor. And she had an easy look at the basket. But the timeout called with 12 seconds left to go. And the Mustangs hanging on to a 46-43 lead. Grocery Mart in Gordon is proud to support the Gordon-Rushville Mustangs. Stop in at 228 North Main Street for all of your grocery needs. And Essence provides beautiful, fresh-cut flower arrangements for any occasion. They have a great selection of fine wines and gift items, including Kringle candles. That's Essence, 117 North Main Street in Gordon. This last minute has taken an absolute eternity as the Mustangs hanging on, clinging now to a 3-point lead with 12 seconds left to go in the game. Alliance has the basketball and a chance to tie it with a three-pointer. Swanson to inbound the basketball. She gets it into Siza. Siza ahead to Jensen. Jensen, pull up three from the wing. That one's short, no good. Tipped out of bounds by, I think they're going to say, off of Carly Hinn. 5 seconds left to go, and Alliance with one more chance. Alliance with the basketball. 5 seconds left. They lead at 46-43. Kinsey Brennan to inbound the ball. She gets it into Siza. Swings it across. Now they find Swanson. Three-pointer up. That is no good. Buzzer sounds, and the Mustangs hang on for the 46-43 win. They trailed by as many as 7, and they come back to win it by 3, 46-43. A well-played game and a hard-fought battle. Mustangs improve their record to 7-4 on the season, and Alliance falls to 1-9. Stay tuned. We'll total up the scoring totals, and we'll be back with those for you just momentarily. So again, the final score here from Gordon. The Mustangs take down the Alliance Bulldogs by a final score of 46-43. Stay tuned for final scoring totals here on the Sheridan County Journal-Star Sports Network. So let's take a look at the final and unofficial scoring totals here in the Mustangs 46-43 win over the Alliance Bulldogs. For the Mustangs, 2 players led the way with 14 points, Haley Sarr and Josie Perez. And then it was Kenna Campbell with 6 and Ashton Sassy also with 6. Carly Hinn added 3, Denny Jacobson with 2, and Shania Friesman with 1. For the Alliance Bulldogs, Kennedy Siza with 14, Alyssa Palmer with 9, with 4. I can't read my own writing. Alyssa Palmer with 4, Abby Luger with 4, Madison Reiber scored 7, all of those in the first half. Mackenzie Brennan with 5, Hannah Swanson with 4, Emily Jensen with 4, Michaela Davidson added 2 points. And free throws, the Mustangs on the night went 14 for 30 from the free throw line. So an excellent job offensively of getting to the basket and causing some trouble and getting to the free throw line 30 times. They only made 14 of those. Would have been an easier game had they been able to knock a few more of those down. And for the Alliance Bulldogs, they finished 7 for 11 from the free throw line. So again, 46-43, the Mustangs come out on top here this evening. They head to Hay Springs on Friday night as they'll get ready to take on the Hay Springs Hawks. Look for varsity action sometime around 6 o'clock. Make sure to tune in just a little bit early. Don't want to miss a thing. We'll be there to bring all of the action to you this Friday night at 6 o'clock. Until then, this is Clint Anderson saying thank you very much for joining us on SheridanCountyJournalStar.net coverage of Mustang Basketball 2015.